Hey guys, it's 5 months post-op with Dr. Curtis Crane and Dr. Chen in San Francisco. I had a radio forearm free flap, and so gonna just talk about what's been going on. First of all, my arm is healing really well. It's filling in more. It doesn't look so devastating, like a chunk has been taken out. That sore that I had here that I talked about 2 weeks ago, because it kept scabbing up, and you could push on it and pus would come out. So I knew something was going on there. And by George, 2 weeks ago, I went to push on it, and a ½ inch of a suture came out. And I was like, wow. And then it just totally healed up. There was no pain or anything. It would hurt a little bit like a pimple on the outside where my skin is intact, my regular skin. So anyway, again, I have no limitations. I can lift things, I can push things, pull things. One of the key points was immediately when I came out of surgery, I was wiggling my fingers and I was moving my thumb. They keep your hand braced because they don't want the attachment here to tear or anything. So you keep your wrist stable, but you can move your fingers, you can move your thumb. I rotated my thumb a lot, and I had no pain except for initially the first night, and it was just sore. And of course, you know, it's been cut on and everything. I can't really feel this unless I push really hard. Now over here, I feel that nerve that goes down here, and it's real sensitive right in here. But other than that, I don't have any complaints about my arm. And I go out in public and I don't even think about it. Now in the cold, I do wear the compression sleeve only because it turns real purple. It looks like an open flesh more. And I just don't want people staring at me. But other than that, I've been going to the gym, and I wear the compression sleeve there too, just because, you know, I don't want any conversation. And I don't think they would, because I didn't wear the compression sleeve the first time I went, and no one ever approached me on it. But let's talk about a connection, and what kind of connection at this point do I have with my penis. I had no complications, and I've been able to urinate from the get-go through the phallus when I was deemed given the green light to do so. I did have a little hole that I had to plug, so I had to sit and pee for a while, which was okay. And now I just go in there and you know, go to the bathroom. I can feel the urine coming through from the old urethra to the new. It feels like a tube, and I have a good stream. They did place my penis, they placed it in the middle where it should be, but the phallus itself is turned to the left. So my head is turned to the left. So when I pee, I have to turn it to the right, or else I'll miss the toilet. I don't know if they really, with everything they have to do, I'm not sure they really paid attention to how they placed the penis on you. But you know how I reacted to this was, this is my uniqueness. Because I am a unique individual. In any kind of medical situation I have been in my life has been a unique circumstance. Sometimes they haven't been able to even solve it. My body ends up solving it itself, but they cannot, due to the symptoms. They go one route and it's not that, and they go another route and it's not that, you know. So I am uniquely how would I say it, gifted with my body, and with my penis being to the left it just makes sense. You know what I mean? So it's a war story, I guess you could call it. But other than that, I mean, really, I haven't had any issues. My body rejected some of the sutures, and it was very painful in the gland incision. I did have the glands 3 weeks later due to a scar I had on in my wrist. And I found my scar. It's on the head underneath. It's weird. I'm telling you, it's just amazing, you know, that even though it's been constructed by a doctor or doctors, it's still you. It still resembles and symbolizes you all the way around. So I'm urinating just fine. I don't have any issues. So I just live day to day. Now, one of the things that I have struggled with was placement in my underwear. I usually wear boxer briefs, Hanes or Fruit of the Loom, and it just would hang down the leg, and what was happening is I was sitting on my phallus, my penis. Sitting on the whole thing, no, but I would sit on the head, or it would be on the underneath part of my thigh, and that's really frustrated me. Out of the hospital, I used tighty-whities, jockeys, because they gave, the pocket was good for the scrotum, and it kept my phallus elevated with 4x4s underneath it so it wouldn't fall in the leg, and they worked perfect. I bought 2 boxes of those, I believe, and had no problems. But now, since I've healed, the swelling's gone. What happens is, and this is just my description of my body, alright? So here we've got a biological male sac, and here's his penis, and it hangs out away from the body. So when he's running or anything, you know, it's in front of the legs. He's not, this might be going back and forth, you know, places, but he's not hanging down on the inside of the leg flat to the body, to where after the surgery, after your swelling has gone down, this is what my penis and scrotum looks like. Okay, you see how it goes, it falls, and here's my legs right here. Yeah, so it falls down my leg, inner leg. It's not that my sac really is between my legs, but because there's no swelling and it's just skin, I have to pull it away because it gets sweaty sometimes, and it sticks to the inner part of my leg. And I did read an article where biological males do shave from their scrotum. And they've created a boxer brief. I believe it's UFM is the, yeah, UFM. I'm going to go on that website and I'm going to order one because it has a drawstring around the sac pocket, and you can put your sac in your phallus or penis, sorry I keep calling it phallus, penis in that sac, and you can draw it up so it doesn't go between your legs and stuff. So I'm going to try that out. But once I get the implants, I will again be lifted in front, and it won't go between my legs, and it'll just go back and forth. And I think, well, I know that it will keep me from going down in my inner thigh. Plus I am having a malleable rod implant, so that will also give me placement. It will allow me to place it where I want it without issues. I did now, through this whole thing, go back to the drawing board, and I bought some jockey boxer briefs. Not the cotton, it's the non-sweat material. I think it might be some polyester, I think. I don't know, but it worked good for half of a day, and then as the material kind of stretched out some, my phallus would drop down the side of my leg. A lot of guys might say, well, what's wrong with that, Ethan? For me, I didn't like it because when I go to sit, I sit on it. You can't feel it. So you have to be careful with what you're doing, or you'll cut off your blood supply and stuff. This surgery, even though I'm doing good and I've had no complications, things are still healing in there. I still have moments where I can feel the little guy buried in there, but it's kind of like a burning sensation. Not all the time, but he makes me aware he's still there. It could be the nerve. But so I went back and I looked at Jockey again, and they have the Jockey boxer briefs extra long leg. So I bought those. They work perfect in the gym. He stays right where he needs to stay. Now, granted, he'll bundle up, wrinkle up, and stay in, you know, here's my scrotum. He'll stay like right here. And when I look down, if I go to the bathroom, he's all like, he's all like bent over, and he's got creases in, you know, because it's just skin. And but I don't care, because he's in the proper place for me, mentally, emotionally. I can go out in public. I don't worry about anything. So I think that was maybe my hardest time, is getting him where I need him to be for me to feel comfortable. So the Jockey boxer brief extra long legs are working right now for me. I know once I have the implants and erection rod, everything will just fall into place. Like I said, I'm urinating. I have gone into the men's bathroom, and I've said this over and over throughout my videos, that I just would avoid public restrooms, and I still do. But what I've noticed is when I have to go, I have to go. And I peed like a horse, and I just can't believe it. But I just had a shake probably about an hour ago, and I'm already feeling the urge that I need to rid it. And sometimes it's quicker than that. But I've been released back to the gym and riding my horses. So before I went back to the gym, I went out, and Tony and I, my wife, we got on our horses, and when I first put my leg around and sat down, I went, oh no. It was really tight. There was no pain, but it was tight. I felt like I was sitting on something hard right down the middle of my crotch. And I was. Actually, it was the incision and the scar tissue. But after I sat, it loosened up. Excuse me. Just like scar tissue will, or a wound will kind of stretch to what you need it to do. After I got off the horse, I was not sore. I was okay. The next morning, I was a little sore in there. I felt things just like, oh, I'm here, I'm aware of you, you know, it's me, da-da-da-da, that kind of thing. Then it was gone. I started back to the gym 2 weeks ago, and what I found is when I went to do the quads on the resistant machines, you know, where you lift your legs up like that, I couldn't do it. It pulled something in my scrotum, and I felt like I was going to maybe rip something. Then when I went to do the hamstrings, where you push it down like that on the resistant machines, I felt the same pressure. So I told my wife that I got to stay away from those machines right now. But I went to the leg press, and I did those slowly. Now my problem is with the leg press is that I can't handle the weight on my feet like that. But I decided I need to do that. I need to bust through and just tolerate the pain and do those for my lower body. My lower body looks like a recliner. I'm not kidding. You've seen my upper body in other videos. I get pretty nice upper body. Then I have some fat on my stomach, but my hips are still big, and I never had pear hips until I was in a recliner 50% of my day. So I call myself the recliner body because all the fat has settled on my hips, my butt, and my lower stomach like that. It's all just like a balloon right there, a pear. So I have to do the leg press, and I have a spinal cord stimulator that I will be implementing again in my workout. I had quit using it for a long time because I broke my foot and didn't know it, and it just scared me. But I'm going to go back to that because I don't like taking pain pills. So I'd rather tolerate the pain in my feet than to take any kind of pain pill, unless it's when I'm trying to sleep. I will take a tramadol, which is a non-narcotic pain pill. Excuse me. So I've gone back to the gym. Upper body, everything's good. I can do the bike. It doesn't bother me. Again, with the new underwear, it's not falling all over the place. What really got me sick to my stomach was before I bought these underwear, when I was wearing my Hanes or Fruit Looms, and it was kind of a free range. that thing was just flopping down my leg, and my gym shorts were open, and I just felt like people could see me. It just was, I got through the workout by putting my towel there, but I told Tony, my wife, we need to go get me some more underwear and try another pair, another style, whatever. And we did that, and thank God it worked out, and so I'm okay with everything. Emotionally attachment, I've talked about it before. You know this is a part of you. You look down, you're urinating, and sometimes you can't believe it still. It's still like a dream to me. But then I take a hold of it, and I know it's me. But I think some of that too is you can't feel it. So you can't connect on a more personal level with them. And right now, okay, I can't say you. When I say you and a third party you, I'm really talking about me. But I cannot connect with him right now because I can't feel him. I try to rub my finger around. I have that nerve. I guess it's the tactical nerve. And now it's not as painful. It's kind of a nice little feeling if you barely do it. But if you do it a lot, it's like your clitoris is open wide to the world. And you know, it gets that that pain. I don't know if any of you have experienced that, but back in the day I remember experiencing something like that. But it's one day at a time. It really is. I go throughout my day now not really focused on my penis, and so we'll finish it up. And of course Aspen needed to be in my arms, so I go through my day not really focused on my penis. Since I bought the Jockey Boxer Briefs extra long leg, I don't have to constantly check myself when I go to sit. It stays right where it needs to stay. I'm just now getting myself in order, getting back on my exercise and horses and all that from, you know, 4.5 months of not doing much. I did paint my living room, but not really doing a whole lot, and my body's felt it. I've been out of whack with the holidays. I do not, I give myself a break because I enjoy the homemade desserts. And this year though, I do have to say that the way we've been eating and stuff, I can taste like the chemicals, the processed stuff. But it's okay. It's only once or twice a year, and but I have put on a little bit of weight sitting around and consuming simple sugars. And so now I'm just focused on getting my body back in shape. Well, not back in shape, but continuing that pathway. And June 3rd is my date for my erection device and implants. So I'm looking forward to that. And that's where we're at. Everything is going good for me, and I can't complain. I'm blessed. I totally feel blessed. And I'll catch you guys back up on my 6th month next month. Take care, guys. Take it one day at a time, and always make your journey as simple as possible. Bye.